Welcome back, folks, to a beautiful Saturday here. We've actually finally got some sunshine. We've had periods of rain and tornadoes, and it's been kind of crazy around here. So I wanted to get outside to shoot for some better lighting. And so if you hear some background noise, mowers, hedge clippers, some traffic, you know, that's just because it's a Saturday and people are trying to get this stuff in. We're supposed to get another bout of weather. But anyway, so what I want to do in these next few videos is kind of walk you through each step of our process and really kind of get you thinking about how well have you progressed in each one of these areas. Okay, so really I kind of want you to listen a little, but I want you to think a lot as I kind of talk. I'm going to again just kind of give you a top view of all of these things because everybody's individual situation is different. But I want you to ask yourself, how well am I doing in each one of these areas? You know, on a scale 1 to 5, am I doing a great job 5? Am I doing a lousy job 1? Or am I somewhere in between? Evaluate yourself, because I think that's a key thing as we go through life. So really, you know, as I talked about in the first video, our first step when we're working with somebody, you know, whether it's a family, whether it's an individual, a business owner, a professional, is what we want to do is help the guest get them to create this vision of their ideal life and lifestyle. Okay, what do they want their lives to look like? I think that's a big question because most people, you know, like I said, they have hazy goals. Well, you know, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to retire at this age. But it's funny when I sit there and ask them, all right, so paint me a picture. Tell me what this looks like. They kind of sit there and they look like deer in the headlights. And they go, I don't know, I've never thought about that. And that's really what we want to get them to do, is start to paint a picture. Okay, so you want to travel. Where do you want to go? How do you want your, how long would you want to stay there? You know, you wanted to retire at this age. Well, you know, what does that mean to you? What does retirement mean to you? Does retirement mean sitting on the porch in a rocking chair sipping iced tea? Or does it mean, you know, hey, we're going to do adventuring, or we're going to maybe start a new career or new hobbies, things like that? That's what we want to do. And we want to look at this ideal life on 3 different levels. The first is self, of course, what you want, okay? The second is from a business or a career standpoint. All right, what do we want our business to look like, or what do we want our career to look like? And then the third is, if you have a family, what do we want our family to look like? What would we like things, how we would like to see our family progress through the generations? And what's interesting here, and again, at some of our highest levels, I'm working with a lot of family businesses. And this is what we do. We'll actually sit down with the family and we'll create not only the personal client's ideal life, but also a family vision of what they want. Because what I found is a lot of times, you know, maybe a business owner has started a business, they expect the kids to kind of step in, but the kids have no interest. But there's a way that we can create kind of this family legacy. All right, it meets the needs of everybody. And it really comes down to that idea of mission. What are we put on this earth to do? And I think once we solve that question, we find so much more fulfillment and in our lives, because again, that's what we're created to be. So this sense of mission is one thing that we're going to really work hard to help you to identify. And really, what is mission? Mission is where the self, all right, comes down to service. How are we going to serve others? And again, that could be through our business, that could be through charitable organizations, that could be through our families. There's a lot of different ways that we can skin the cat there. So we want to help you to create this vision of what we want. See, because from there, we can start working through the other steps. But if we don't know what you want and what you want to accomplish, we can't then put a dollar figure on it, and we can't then figure out, well, then how do we put a roadmap in place to do this? So this is really the critical step in this process. And I think the question to ask yourself, and this is the one that kind of hit me, in Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Workweek, he asked the question, if retirement was not an option for you, how would your life and business be different? And that was something that resonated with me because, you know, I knew that I had 4 kids. They've gone to expensive schools. I still have 2 more that are getting ready to go into college. And I also love what I do, and I don't have a real desire to retire. All right, as long as I'm physically and mentally capable of doing what I do, I'm going to keep doing it. But I still have other things that I want to do. So if I could design my business to create kind of mini retirements within it, but still, because of technology, be able to serve my clients, that was ideal. And that was the question that came in here. So ask yourself the question, if retirement was not an option for you, how would your life and business be different? All right, and see if you can get something on paper, because that's basically the first step in our process. So anyway, that's the first step. Again, like I said, think about this. If you want to review it again, feel free to do so. But what I ask you to do is, again, give yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. Where do you stand on this? If you're a 5, great. That's super. You're actually in the minority. But if you're a 1, 2, even a 3, I would say give us contact us. Feel free to schedule. There's a scheduling button on there. We'll do a half-hour consultation, see if there's a fit that's there. But we can help you through this process. And we've done this with many, many people. And it's really been a life changer for most of them, because most of the times when they're trying to talk to either an advisor or a financial planner, they're not asking these questions. It's all numbers driven. We need to create the picture first, because the financial end is really about putting the pieces of the puzzle together. But we got to know what the puzzle is. What's the picture there? So anyway, hope this was of value to you. If it was, feel free to comment, or feel free to schedule a time to talk. Like I said, I offer a half hour, no obligation, just to kind of feel out, see where we, see if there's a fit that's there, and we kind of move through that. So anyway, have a great day. We'll be back with installment 2 here next week, so take care.